Might as well just get started, baby. Ooh, it's dark. It's dark tonight. Well, it's solid after dark, so of course it's going to be dark. I need something on this like shelf here behind me. Let's find something. We'll just go over to the old Lego shelf here and find something. There we go. Ah, much better. Perfect for the Dark Knights. The Dark Knight? All right, let's talk about some things. First of all, there were some things said here. Final Gentleman says, hello, solid, how's life been? I notice you guys have crowns next to each other. Number 1, 2, and 3. I don't know what the crowns mean. Top commenter on the channel, maybe? Oh, Final Gentleman's asking about that. Been a while since I've been making a stream. This is the new YouTube chat thing. You get XP for commenting in certain ways that the YouTube algorithm deems benefits the conversation. Also huge XP for super chats. Is this real? They didn't tell me they were turning that on. I'm not trying to gamify my people, my friends, my watchers, my audience. What the heck? What the heck even, you guys? What the heck? Anyway, why the hour countdown? Oh, they turned it on in waves. Okay. Heat Champ says, I honestly don't agree with AI telling us how we should or shouldn't be commenting. Yeah, should I turn that off, the crown thing? This is a sad stream, Dexamine. You've made it. It's going to be City Skylines. I apologize for those that don't like it. Let me explain the countdown. What? How do I turn the crown thing off? Oh, top fans. Maybe I can do that. Let's see if I can just turn it off. Top fans, Final Gentleman Istvan. Coming up in spot number 3, it's Greg Wenzel, 2871. It's taking the number 4 spot. It's Heat Champ. And number 5, Dexamine. Also, all of you have 75 and 80 XP and 50 XP. And you're the only people watching. So, of course, you're all the top fans. I want to turn... do we want that? Reactions I want on. Timestamps don't care about. Moderation activity, whatever. I don't know how to turn it off. Coming up at the top spot. I mean, that part's fun. F1 was a fun movie. Okay. I don't like it. Not sure if you can turn it off. Okay, Isfan doesn't like it either. The audience doesn't like it. Here's where we're at, folks. The audience doesn't like it. All right, let's talk about the countdown. And if you guys don't like it, you know, then why are we doing it? This is about you, after all. I got a paper crown at McDonald's when I was a kid. Okay, well, that's all right. Greg, that's not what we're talking about. Greg, stay on topic here. Gregory. Okay, Greg, stay on topic. Let's talk about the countdown. This is the city, by the way. You guys have not seen it in a while. This is, what did we call it? New Beanswick. Yeah, I like to hide all the problems with this nifty tilde button. Ba-doop. Hide all the problems. Now the city looks perfect. Honestly, I think I did a good job. I think, well, we have done a good job of building this together and creating something that looks, should we say, semi-realistic? I think maybe the farmland's got to go, or at least this one could go, and I did see a new building that we could put there. New Beanswick needs Bubblestown next to it. Oh, yeah, Bubblestown. I don't want to... Okay, so the thing we're working towards is this downtown. Now, to get the downtown done, I want to finish Malvina Meadows. I don't want to name the downtown Bubblestown, because Bubblestown is kind of meh. That being said, we could find something and make a little Bubblesville or something like this. Could be a little Bubbles Cove. Could be nice. A sister city would be nice. What I'd like to do, let's talk about it. What I would like to do, sorry it's dark, it'll be daytime soon, or we can just turn off day-night transition for building, for this stream. What I'd like to do, yeah, downtown, airport here, and then a big port right here. But the downtown's also going to have a little port as well, but then we'll have like a mega port right here. So, what does that facilitate? Well, that's just...
this program to bring you
okay.
a special news bulletin.
Shush. There's forest fires everywhere. There's always forest fires. It's in my city. My goodness. Anyway, so what that would facilitate is there's our downtown. So this is going to be our core. So we're going to have suburbs and an airport and everything built up around it. But now that means, yeah, let's have a sleepy little town over here. This could be Bubblestown. It's not a solid stream if there are no fires. I know. Dude, the forest fires. They're constant. They're constant. It's constant. What is this, Canada? You know what I mean? All right, let's just explain the timer here. Because what I thought I would do is we have a time to stream. Water with ice. So what we're going to do is probably work on... I want to finish this little suburban area. It's pretty much done here, but just kind of go over what we've been... what we've been getting up to. Just kind of finish this in. Maybe tree this in a little thicker. Maybe get rid of this farm. What do you guys think? Toby Farms. I feel like we named that after somebody is the only problem. So maybe we could move Toby Farms over to one of these. This feels a little more like farm-like. It feels weird to just have so few farms shoved in here. It's like this should all be farmland, I think. And we could do that out here. We could have some farmland. I think it might behoove me to turn this all into farmland. I don't know if I want to do that in this episode. There's a little bridge there. That's nice. It's fun. Let me explain the timer. Shakes water glass on camera. Doesn't explain. I'll explain the timer. I'm getting to the timer. What I thought we could do is, I want to finish the suburbs here. Basically, like, finish this stuff here and then finish, I don't know, we're not going to get to this tonight, obviously. Finish Melvina Meadows so that I can start recording an offline video. And this is how it's going to go. Offline content here is going to be a time lapse of the development of this entire downtown core. And then what I'm going to do is the development, the actual build, is going to be broken up into some member videos where we just chat with the members and stuff. And then that footage will become turned into the time lapses. That's kind of the plan. That is kind of the plan. Now, the timer. The timer is there because, like, it's weird that these are lighting up. No, I think that looks really nice, actually. That looks realistic. To me, okay, this is always the question with the city, right? to me, the question of this city is, like, does it look at all realistic? This shot, to me, looks nice and realistic. I think I'm right to get rid of this farm and maybe develop this land out, I think. You guys tell me what you think. This part doesn't look so realistic because it's, like, kind of built, like, purpose-built. And what I think I need to do is it's so grid-like that that's not realistic. So I need to build like a street down here with some of these buildings and maybe a street this way and like kind of develop this area a little bit and then have it kind of go down into the lower rung design stuff. Like as we part out, or even just delete this whole chunk because there's something about Rindfleischheitekaterung that is it looks a little fake. Now, from here on, though, I feel like that looks realistic. I feel like this is a realistic sort of town, perhaps, if not packed a little tight. Maybe it doesn't have a good, it doesn't have a super realistic gradient, I suppose. Do I need to turn the audio up in the game? Let's turn the audio up a little bit. Oh, it is up. Menu, music, radio. No, that's fine. Okay, we'll turn up game audio.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
HeatChamp01 has become a member. Think of the top fan XP he's just earned. HeatChamp, why have you become a member? You're such a good guy. Thank you so much. I need to get onto content. I need to start producing more on this channel, but work has been busy, which is, we're thankful for that, due to rent paying. What time is it? 21:48. It's going to be a while before we get to daytime, and it's hard to play the game at night.
Solid,
I just like looking at it.
We got a new member.
Isfan has jumped to the top top of the top fan rank here with sending 10 solid content gift memberships. Vibes 23, Ruben 76, Tired Old Aussie Gamer Dave, Star 0, Anthony Nunez, Final Gentleman, welcome Heat. He's number 1 still. Darrow Blue, Clovers, VV, Ice Fox, yay Ice Fox, and Red X have all received memberships from Istvan. He may not be our number 1 fan in the chat, but he's our number 1 fan in our hearts. Honestly, I don't like the little crowns. It's so dumb. I turn off day-night visuals. Ugh. This is the ugliest look. Can't we just set it to be a certain time instead of this, whatever this nastiness is? Surely we can do day-night visuals.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Yes, man. So another 10 memberships. How am I still number 1? I haven't spent any money on the stream, says Final Gentleman. Final Gentleman, maybe because you ask questions or something. Istvan is trying to take your number 1 spot. by another 10 memberships. Meow, Just Crystal, Ricky Jones, Helzemer, Sean Baker, Andy Little Ms. Muffet Denton, Don Corleone, Lindsay, Nico Listix, and Niternal have all received memberships. And Dexamine has jumped to the number 2 spot. Istvan still trailing behind at number 3. Okay, let's get back to this. How do I have daytime but not like this is horrible. This makes me sad. Whatever time this is, high noon. All right, whatever. Let's just get to work, I guess. Oh, it looks so bad. Makes the game look really bad. All right, let's finish this. The algorithm refuses to allow Dexamine membership, and yet it keeps it. And yet the algorithm thinks that that Dexamine is a stronger commenter than you. It's fun. I hate that. We'll turn it off. I can figure out how. I'll figure out how. They do a lot of things, and I get it. It's like YouTube. They got to get their bag, but they do a lot of things where they're like, where you're like, I'd rather you didn't do that. Like every single stream, they're like, why don't you add a couple of midstream ads? Add a couple of ads. Hey, relax. Add some ads. It's fine. Everybody loves it. And you're like, can you stop pressuring me to add mid-breaks in my stream? Papa Dow indeed.
For the XP.
Okay, final gentlemen, don't give in to the YouTube. YouTube is programming you, and you're giving in. Oh, you monster. Dexamine, thank you for the $10 super chat, which is way too generous. Do it for the XP indeed. The purple reminds me too much of Twitch. Yeah, they're going twitchy. Final gentleman. Oh, final gentleman has jumped to the top spot with 400 XP.
Algorithm.
Istvan throwing down 2,000 huffs with the term algorithm. However, he stays in the 3rd spot. He is simply not going to make it to the top. I don't think Istvan is... Last time I stopped something midstream, it hurt. Red Hat Maverick! What an intro from Red Hat Maverick. What an arrival to the game. Red Hat, I haven't seen you in a bazillion years. How the absolute frickin' heck are you? I'm going to see how long of a... Look how long that lot is. That's fun. Let's let them have it. Let them have it! Sorry about the screaming. I'm tired. Or something. I'm tired or... I don't know. On drugs of some kind. I might get on drugs. What do you guys think about that? In general. I was thinking about some attention deficit drugs. Do you think that would ruin the streams? What if I got onto attention deficit drugs and then you guys saw me and I was like, hello, welcome to Solid Content. And today we're going to be just making some stuff. What if I wasn't funny anymore? Don't say you were funny to begin with. Don't say that is fun. Otherwise, I'm dropping you down to the number 6 spot. It's 1 a.m. now. That's why. Doing good. Red Hat, that's awesome. Drugs are great. Love it. Positive reinforcement. Management games are my drugs. Yeah, true. 420 is legal where you're at, although I consider that an herb instead of a... Yeah, I don't even think that's a drug, really, personally. The police arrest me for my opinions. That's normal now. We're okay with that. All right, let's get this built here. Let's do... What did I just build? Oh, yeah, those are fine. North America. The North America ones are nice. All right, what are we going to build here? Big old house. Let's build a big house here. I want a path back there, I think. So let's get rid of this path here. I feel like I've become very good at managing the... there we go. At managing how the paths are laid out. There we go. We could actually have a path go down there, maybe. Could be nice. Let's have a little twisty path or something. And again, they have no walking paths that are not concrete. Isn't that silly? They only have this weird sidewalk texture. Oh, City Skylines 2. What is everyone's opinions about City Skylines 2? Do we despise the game? Are we happy with the game? Oh, crap. Nope. Dang it. I don't want this house to die.
Papa
Oh! Pause the game.
I don't even want a crown. I want a top hat.
Greg Wenzel with the $5 super chat. I don't even want a crown. I want a top hat. Curved roads with parallel roads add a lot for immersion. I think it makes it feel organic. Curved roads with parallel roads. Oh, I should do that. I was going to ask you, how much better is it? Red Hat, compared to when it was released, better. I can't fault the people who despise the game and bring up their issues with it. I can't see a way to saying that they're wrong. That's what I'll say. The people's grievances are well-founded. However, that being said, I love this game. That also being said, they could do much better at making it more of a simulation game and less of a city painter. Because, like, look, we're doing fine. My monthly balance isn't as strong as some monthly balances. $12 million dues or whatever they are, like that would be, that's 880,000. Let's see, like I mean, look at that, a full medical clinic. I guess we haven't even unlocked the hospitals, but that's $1 million, $2 million for a hospital. Like, I've achieved. I'm not thinking about money anymore. Solar power plant, 1.5 mil.
Make it rain.
Red Hat, stop it. But thank you, Red Hat. That's very generous, and you do not need to be that generous. That's $20. You're going to see that on your bill, and you're going to resent me or something, Red Hat. Solid CS2 isn't my kind of game to play, but I like watching it streamed. And final gentleman, that's why we love you. We love you here because you don't just go and play the games yourselves. You wait for me to play it for ad revenue. Sorry, I'm having fun. We're having a good time over here. I've been dethroned. Red Hat dethroned for $20. Okay, is this making me and YouTube money? Yes. Do I like it? I still don't. I still don't. It's still a little creepy to me. I'm probably going to turn it off. Again, I do thank you for the money, of course, greedy boy that I am. But I must say, I don't want to turn you into games. I despise that feeling. So it's not like super sim. Yeah, Red Hat, the problem is... Exactly. The problem is it isn't... okay, here's a good example. Project Hospital. Oxygen not included. I mean, Oxygen not included, though, isn't really a city build or like a design game. You're not really playing around designing. Ooh, that filled in nicely. I think they need a playground or something here. Let's take a look at some education options to give them. Small elementary school, probably.
Shut up. We got a new member.
We've got a new member. Oh, Red Hat Maverick sends 20 solid content memberships, thoroughly dethroning Istvan. Crowjangles, Axel Yunkila, Zach Hall, Fable Rose, Corey Johnson, Walkaway Renee, Rerun, Mellow Inventor, Adrima Doom Kitty, Danny Inman, Antoine Milton, Uchi, RG is back. Coleslaw, The Chair, Michael Valentine, and The Bish, as well as Demonica's Tech Viper, Grimspace. Boo, you don't have it spammed to death anymore? No, Red Hat, it stopped. They updated it on in Stream Elements. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Red Hat. That was your favorite. You were ready to just drown me in recognition. Dexamine, once again, not grabbing the membership this time. We wish you better luck next time, Dexamine. Okay, the elementary schools are just... the props are too big. I want to place... I mean, that actually does fit. We could give them a small elementary school here. What's my situation? Okay, there's one here. That's a small high school. Here's the small elementary school. Students 400 to 400. Let's take a look at our education situation. I think it's like... Capacity 4950, eligible 6900. We should put a little small elementary school out here, I guess. Let's do it. Do I like how that is? I don't like what it did to the dirt. Let's move it. So, okay, again, yeah, rounding out your point from earlier, all that to say that no, it's still a city painter. They did not shed that moniker for which they were so afraid that, you know, they're like, no, this is going to be a really deep simulation. And it's like, yeah, in some ways it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm having a blast and I love the game, but I'm not going to pretend, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's hard. You know, I'm not going to sit here that, like, I don't sit at work thinking like, oh, if I did this and if I, maybe if I shift my economic plan over to more exports, that I'd have a better time. You know what I mean? You don't do any of that. You're not doing that in this game. And I think I do think that some games actually can figure that out. I mean, a good example would be Workers and Resources, but it's like, okay, how do you make Workers and Resources type of game without the like without it getting so granular that you kind of like you have to be a little bit bonkers to actually have fun. That's what I found with Workers and Resources. I love that game. But you have to be a special kind of nuts, I think, to really dive into that game and play it. Or it needs to be like a job for you. You need to be able to just like zone out on it. And I simply can't afford it right now, can I? Let's do like a 2-spot here. Let's get me a UK low density detached house right there. Yeah, that's good. I like that they're smaller footprints. See what you can get me. So those are quite big footprints there. That's okay. Let's do some NAs and see if it flattens out okay. Okay, let's go into here. Clip that off. Oops. And then that'll... Yeah, we'll put some trees back there or something. Oh yeah, the timer, the doomsday clock. Okay, sorry, the joke's over. Yes, I kind of had fun just not explaining it. I can only stream for an hour, you guys. I have to sleep because, and the thing is, it's fun to stay up all night, but at the end of the day, if I suck at being helpful in the morning and then I go to the office like kind of feeling guilty, that's no good. So I gotta get my sleeps. Guys, gotta get my winks. Now, before I keep building more types of housing, what do I want to find these? I want to find the EU houses and see if I like how they look. Where were some of those EU? I like the Great Britain ones. There's just something nice that it just kind of makes it look like some different stock came in. What's that? EU low density. Yeah, it's okay. One or two. Let's not do a bunch of those. They're okay. EU low dense. Give you one of these, maybe? You can have a couple of plots. How about? And let's see what a big plot does. Or wait. Let's just see what a big plot does. There. And then kill this path. Yeah, knew it. Okay. Now give me an... No. Let's have a nice Great Britain one there. A UK low dense right there. There we go. Complete that block. I like this. This little suburbia's... That looks nice. And I think that's what Isfan was talking about, like parallel roads, curved parallel roads, which I didn't go hard on, but yeah, nobody quote that, but yeah, there we go. Chat's blowing up tonight. Okay. A tornado would blow out the fires. Very true. How about a fire tornado then? Yeah, they don't have those in the game yet. Okay. So you automated Vampy yelling at you for not stopping the stream. AI took her job then. Yeah, exactly. AI took her job. There's 36 minutes left. All right, so no more joking around. I gave Vampy the night off. Red Hat Maverick says, didn't answer my question. Oh, what was the question? Okay. Hey, Solid, could I persuade you to drop an asteroid on Isfan's in-game house? I love that idea, and I will do that. Red Hat Maverick, how many memberships does it cost to have you drop a tornado on your city? I hate you guys. I'm here to do city painting. Where are the disasters anyway? Can you do that? I think maybe you can only do that in City Skylines 1. Tornado paint. Zach Hall's here. Hi, Zach. How are you? Do I not have what? Is it a mod I need? That would be super lame. I don't know. I'm not. Don't take my word for it. I'm still looking. I haven't actually looked to see because I'm not crazy like you guys. Event journal maybe. It might just be a... Well, I'm sure there's a mod that makes you land them if you want. But then I also need to find... Oh, we should start doing some of this stuff. Why is this hidden, by the way? Why is city policies just like... They're like, oops. Actually, I don't even remember where it is from. Here. Yeah, why is city policies here? It should be in my main book of stuff. Services, production, I guess. I don't know, maybe not. Whatever. Point is... Oh, nice. Electricity's still making me money, baby. Yeah, we're still making money hand over fist, and I just plopped a whole school down, which they're very expensive, but it's just like the game, they have not figured out quite how to dial in the hardness of the game. Red Hack says, not in game yet, it's coming. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I missed the giant robot from SimCity 4. Honestly, SimCity 4, and that's what has happened, right? Is that they have rested on their laurels a bit. And I think that means, similar to SimCity 5, that another game, another city builder could come along and eat its lunch. They are ripe for competition. I want some more trees in there, but I'm going to keep that. Oh, it's fall. Ooh, so pretty. That means the winter's coming soon. Winter is coming. Let me know if you guys want to hear my Count Orlo impression. I do a pretty good Count Orlo. Can I squeeze... If I do something like this, does that... Yeah, see, look, it does. It actually adds more places next to each other. Okay. Yeah, CS2 feels gutted compared to CS1. I think so a little. Yeah, how's your... He planned out new suburbs, and it's making too much money. Yeah, that is how the game's going for me. Thank you for asking, Zach. Mediterranean heritage? Wait, medium density housing, Mediterranean heritage. What is that? That's going to be too tall, but I want to see what Mediterranean heritage is. Here, let's put it here. Build me a Mediterranean housing there. Don't build it here. That's stupid. Don't do that. Yo, this is interesting. Nothing builds here. Why? That's so... There's something there, dude. Okay. 2 can play at that game. Mediterranean... Oh, where's the buildings? There you go. Dude, nice. That looks awesome. I love that. I love how that looks. Mediterranean is nice. I'm plopping it. See how that looks next to this thing. If not, I can plop another. Oh yeah, that's great. In fact, I'm going to lock these. This is a vibe. That looks awesome. That's my vibes. That's a little dumb, but whatever. New Nosferatu movie is my favorite vampire, though Rennick from Sinners is my number 2. Dude, Sinners was so good. It was so sexy. Sorry you had to hear me say that, by the way. What are we? USA Southwest Low Density. Let's do a USA Southwest Low Dense. No, let's get something else in there. Change it up to US Medium Row Housing. That looks terrible, that building. I don't know what that's all about. Let's go... Little courtyard house? That could be kind of fun. Let's do one, yeah, like stylized... courtyard housing. I don't know what courtyard housing is. I want to see this one. Sorry, that is a classic house, though. That really is. Moving in a bit of a... Oh, I want them to build right into the corner, though. If you're not going to build into there, then I don't want to let you build. Sorry. The permit is for the whole lot. Yes. Okay, let's see what that builds. All right, now where were we? Filling out this out. Let's go south. Yeah, let's just do this because we're slowing down. So let's try to pick up the pace here a little bit. Let's go. Let's throw a path in here to cut that off so I can get the maximum build here. Let's go for... Now, this is the main road, so we could consider something here, like a restaurant or something. I was not a fan of the vampires part of Sinners. The beginning half of the movie was a vibe, though. It was such vibes. All your impressions are British. It's true. No, not my Count Orlo. That's from, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Eastern times. I loved it. It was a nice twist in the story. Music in that movie was really... Oh, dude, the theater moment where they're going through the music in the band, but then it goes into, like, different cultures, like different historical music being played. I was like, oh, this movie rocks. It looked like the house of a chemistry teacher that cooks meth. Yeah, it did look a little... It looked pizza on the roof, did it not? It looked pizza on the roof. Okay, let's take a look here. Like, what are my options? Ooh, that's so big. Espresso on the go. What's this? That's fun. Fleur de thé. Looks like a little too stylized. I clicked on that already. Riverside Grill. These are too big. Ooh. Lobster tail. That's got to be down by the water, I think. And then these are all a little too big. The gelato's a little... We're getting there. We're getting there, though. There's something here. What is that? Good vibes, cocktails, and a welcoming atmosphere. I don't think that... I need like a brew kitchen or like... Yeah, like a lot of these are cool, though. Sunset Brewery. What is that? That's so big, though. I think that's going to look too big in the area. What we could do, though, is have it out in the outskirts. We could have a road going up to it or something. Oh, put it along the logging road? That could be a good idea. That could be interesting. Do you have any modded businesses or houses? I have a few mods, I think. But most of these are building packs that were given to me by the game. I could put in a... Is that Chinese? What is it? Wait, that's not Chinese. What is that? Oh, it's Welsh. Nobody make fun of the fact that I saw this flag and I was like, Chinese. That's China if I've ever seen it. It's cute. Let's do it. But let's grab the move tool here. Let's get it in there a little bit. Kind of line it up a little nicer here. Really just shove it in there. Okay, how am I doing on time? 27 minutes left. Guys, I got nothing done except for saying hi to you all. You should see if they have any Canadian housing. Zach, if I found Canadian housing in this, it would be this, just no housing. Roasted. Although I watched this economics thing, let's get serious, guys. They kind of talked about how it's not... The guy was basically making the case that if the housing crisis is everywhere, that doesn't mean it's a local policy issue, that nobody's building housing. That means rich people, I'm looking at you, Istvan, are hoarding too much of the money. And to be quite honest with you, I think that makes a lot of sense. I've seen how Istvan hoards his wealth. He loves lording over me how rich he is. He sends me you guys don't know this, but Istvan sends me private Discord chats where he's like, hey, earn any money at your job today? And I'm like, don't be so mean. And he's like, I earned lots. I'm rich. I'm like, Istvan, stop it. You're being so mean to me. He's like, yeah, you would say that, you little poor little piece of crap. I'm like, whoa, Istvan, calm down. He's like, all right, anyway, I'm going to go and easily out-earn you I'm going to out-earn your whole month before my lunch break. And then he logs off Discord. And then I say, can't we just keep playing Star Citizen? And then he's like, it's your love of Star Citizen is why you're poor. I'm like, okay. Good point. Yeah, let's give him a bigger lot. Heat Champ says, maybe we should send all the rich to Mars with Elon. It's like, why not, is what I'm saying. And then we cut the cable that we were using to talk to him, you know what I mean? I figured out the problem with this game. There isn't anyone for you to run to their death or catch on fire. Well, that's, okay. Red Hat, that is the core problem with the game. Is you can, especially in, the early game, they've got it kind of figured out. The early game is good. And you can, if you don't play it right, run out of money. Fine. That's it, though. Just that. The rest ain't there. Let's wrap some houses around this here. There we go. Let's wrap a couple houses around here. Get a nice big American house in there. A couple of North American houses out there, maybe. Hey, delete that. Now let's get a couple of American houses out there, huh? Let's get a couple Americans. Hi, my name is Joe America. That being said, as a city painter, though, I think it's freaking... Look at this. Come on, what are we doing? We're not having fun? This one is just getting warmed up. True. Red hat. Boring. I need that stuff. Yeah, exactly. I would agree with you. And that's the thing. If you look like... Okay, actually, a better example. Ixion is a good example of being like, oh my god, I'm not going to survive. But you're also kind of, you know, puzzling things out and making a very aesthetic city. Aesthetic design. What's another one? I'm trying to think of some of the other, like, harder sim games out there. And I'm gonna leave this, I think, here. That's gotta be empty. But maybe we could put a path. Could have put a winding path in through here, maybe? What has happened to you here? What US? What are you guys doing? Don't be stupid. Point your house in the correct direction. Imagine if when you enter a car, follow mode, you could actually drive it around on the sidewalk and do YouTube unfriendly things. It's fun. I actually really enjoyed Ixion. I wish they would add more to it. Yeah, I liked Ixion, except I was stressed out the whole time. That was one thing, and that's the thing. One thing I like about games like this is designing stuff and then working on traffic flow and kind of like, you know, maximizing your city for like an aesthetic. I do enjoy that. But as a quote unquote, like, is it a game? Or is it a more passive, some other thing? Simulator, I guess. It's not an economic simulator by any stretch of the word, really. Like, it's... Because to people who complain about this game's credit, they are right that it really is an afterthought, that stuff. So if you really want that, workers and resources style, then yeah, this is not the vibe. You're not going to enjoy yourself. I want to go see that Chinese... it's a button clicker. Yeah, that's a button clicker. Red Hat is being so mean about City Skylines. If Ixion would have proper sector and material management, then I would have loved it, but it was so tedious and got soft blocked every time due to storage. Yeah, actually, that is a good criticism of Ixion. I love Ixion, but I feel like this is a nice house. I get it. It doesn't fit the vibe here. If anything, it's too not detailed enough inside here. Like, it's a nice asset, except for the yard. Did City Skylines just call it in? You know what I mean? Let's try something else. Let's go for the courtyard housing, but see if they'll build the full lot. They built the full lot, baby. Let's see if... maybe that's what courtyard housing is, though, so I'm not sure if I've just built the same thing again, but we'll come check in on it in a second. City Skylines 1 is better in terms of being more of a game. Yeah, Zach, CS2 is just a cozy game. CS1 is a proper city builder. Okay, here's my only pushback on that, though. CS1 needs a lot of those mods to make it a game. You can't deny that it's very mod dependent. The mods really made the game because it really, like, for example, there's a couple different things, a couple of different industry gameplays overlaid on top of themselves. That's one example where you're like, you can build industries and farms, or you can build farms using industries DLC. So it's like the game is a bit fractured. And CS1 needed mods to make traffic work and everything. And I get what you're saying. You're like, yeah, but that's super old. And what people are saying is that they should have learned from their mistakes. Is that NA? I don't think I like North America housing because it's like they just build a trailer house. It's like, this is a nice area. Don't build a little trailer house. Now, that's a bit bonkers, but you would see that. That's the thing. You'd see all these houses, and then you'd see somebody build something like that. Definitely in Vancouver, you'd see that. Okay, here's the... Yeah, I was wrong. They built the exact same asset again. Get out of here. Chinese single-family houses. Ugh, build on the whole lot. The Japanese houses, we haven't built any of those, and they are kind of nice. I like them. Oops. Japanese house, please. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh, forest fire. Where? Oh, yeah, there.
Fire.
With my city the size that it is, these forest fires are going to start to become problems once we're a bigger city. Maybe you just need to get rid of the Chinese house. Well, we'll put the Japanese one in. It'll look nice. Solid, you must plan for the expansion of your rail line, says Final Gentleman. Here's the thing. I've been thinking about this, guys. For the offline video, for the development of downtown, definitely need a rail line going through it. This is the rail line in question, I think, which means I am going to bust through this area here, which is a nice area. I like this little community, so we're going to have to figure out what to do there. Probably just get rid of these houses, I guess, and put up some like sound barrier. Then it's going to come around here, curve, and then go underneath this bridge and across the water. And I want to change out the bridge for the new one that they released. 4-lane highway, double train track, exposed. Boom. Look at this honkin' beast. It's not as picturesque. It doesn't look as nice as this, but it looks more meaty, and I think set against the backdrop of this downtown is going to look pretty sweet. Poor people who live in that community. Yep. Yep. But, I mean, this is kind of like I live near train tracks. Don't dox me. Don't figure out where I live, guys. And it's not too bad. I mean, there's houses in my way. And for those houses, it's quite bad, I imagine. Yeah, because I just want to see this train station getting used more. So we'll get a passenger train station here, and another one in town like here, and then a port right here that it'll connect to. Isfan likes a girthy bridge. He likes it girthy, dude. How much time I've got left? 18 minutes. I am going to be a hardliner about this because I have to sleep. But we did finish this suburb here. That's nice. What can we do here? This suburb. Like, look how dense and tightly packed this is. And I feel like that ends up looking better. Oh, my stream kind of stuttered for a second. I feel like that actually looks better from afar, from like a bird's eye. Well, the center section looks pretty good too. You would see that in a city flying over it. This area here, I need to do some detail work. And then I need something down here to kind of bring it all together, because right now it looks like a fan, like it looks spread out. But I think once we build the rest of this suburb area that butts up against the highway, I think that will all come together. And then what we should have is small developments cropping up on the other side of the highway, but maybe even only a chunk at a time, so that it mirrors the way that cities kind of develop their land. Yeah, I like the dense pack of houses. So I kind of need to do that here as well. As you can see, I was kind of trying to level things out a little bit and create tiers, maybe. Yeah, just not sure what to do with it. Like this here kind of looks dumb. I do not like these houses. Oh, waterfront, that's why. I guess I'll give them a pass. They're a little dumb looking. But I think some more houses on this side, even though it's a pretty steep fall. I could... Yeah, go down here and have the piers. Let's take a look here. Do we want to pier along something here? Like this seems like this area is not does not feel realistic. I don't know what I've done wrong with this area. Also, my house is somewhere in that urban area, says Final Gentleman. Poor thing is they're getting rid of a train line near me next month. Zach, no. The thing is, like, yes, trains can be noisy, they can be dusty, whatever, but they're like one of our better inventions. One of the better inventions of all time. I think this is a good spot to experiment with the pier tool a little bit. Pier pressure. I do love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not going to pretend I don't. Yeah, we should put a pier along here and it can join up with this maybe. Guys, I'm getting really sweaty for some reason. The air conditioner is still on. All right, I don't know how to use this. Narrow key, wide leisure pier. Okay. So wait, if it's a leisure pier, what do you do? What do you put on it? They have not really thought this part out, have they? Can I snap things on it? I guess I could do that. No, I can't even. Oh, that's going to be so annoying to try to place things on here. All right, let's put in a key walk. Just for fun then. Just see what it can look like. Yeah, it's just for people to walk on, yeah. You throw Leisure Suit Larry on it. See, Red Hat, that's why you're #1 top fan on the channel today. The Forest Fire Cabin would keep the Hungarian squirrels warm. I don't... Final Gentleman, I don't even know what that's about, and I love that you said it. All right, let's go here. And here. Really cool, guys. This is working great. Thank you for how this works. Okay, what the heck did I do wrong here? What's going on? Is that not a key? Doesn't it connect to the... Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong. Okay. There we go. I think that's a vibe. That could look good. Okay. Now, can I connect up with this one? Is it going to give me guff? I bet it is. Oh, I freaking bet it is. Honestly, it's literally already giving me guff. Oh, hang on. Well, that's not great, but it's not terrible. It's not good at all, but it's not terrible. All right, let's figure this out here. We can do this. Turn snapping off. Something like this. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that, maybe. Okay, better question is, what did you do right? I do love how it bends on placement. Yes, that's one of the good things in the game. I like the implementation. Yeah, so that's the thing. Red Hat, the road building, some of the aspects of the game are very smooth. And then, of course, you still need things like the Move It mod to really finesse your angles. But that looks much nicer. Are people going to walk on this? Is that the idea? This should be a walking path, if I'm not mistaken. And yet I can't... Oh, the curvature is too stark. It's a little too... What is this? A Marvel slop movie? Because this is... What is this? Marvel in its heyday? Because this is Tony Stark. Okay, loving this. I might clear that out. Dude, this game is really bad for attention deficit disorder because you're just like, maybe I'll do this for a bit. You've forgotten kind of the goal of the game. I mean, there is no goal. Like we said, it's a city painter. That does look nice, though. Do they have mods for this game, like to actually make it good, or is that still in queue to be implemented? No, they have mods. You've seen me use the Move It tool a couple of times. That's definitely one of them. All right, what are we doing here? In fact, I'll use it again here, and I'm gonna see if I can find the middle of this node. Unfortunately, it's one single node, which is good and bad, but I can't. Yeah, I can't raise it because it's creating a hill here. That's not terrible. I don't mind that. And then let's see if I can't flatten this land out here. There we go. Very nice. The key, honestly, the key tool is well thought out. Like it's pretty smooth to use. Like, that's responsive. That's a lot of fun. I gotta like buy this land, I guess. I'll buy this chunk. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. It's the cube buying button. Come on. Yeah, I'm making too much money to worry about that being a problem. Now I can grab this node here probably, yeah, and then raise it with the page up button. Move it mod for the win. And then zoom in and just make sure. Honestly, this is looking great. Just want to see some people walking around using it. But I guess the thing is there's nowhere to go just yet. Oh, is there a road or something under there? No, I don't know what that's all about. Let's flatten that out, maybe. A little weird. It's probably the tree shadow. Okay, Red Hat, I bet you could find some mods that you'd totally like for different buildings and stuff. Yeah, well, and the thing is, Biffa and City Planner Plays use mod packs. And Infrastructuralist is a really good guy to watch for fully modded, like sometimes not functional buildings, but he creates like, you know, like a whole, like a train concourse or something. And you're just like, oh man. Like, it's the type of stuff, Red Hat, if you were watching it, you'd be like, oh man, that's awesome. Why am I a member with solid content? I should be a member with this guy. That's what it'll do. It'll turn you off of. I could continue eventually wrapping around the whole thing, although I kind of like this forest, so I want this to wrap up. Unless we want, it could be like Stanley Park in my hometown of Vancouver, where the seawall actually goes around this entire sort of forested area. Seven minutes. All right, now what's going on here? Oh, it broke. Solid, have you ever seen the YouTuber City Planner? Yeah, City Planner Plays. We love that guy. I like his builds. Sometimes I feel like his builds are too small, so he'll build like a typical American like mall, strip mall or something. And it's like, okay, that looks pretty good, but then the suburb behind it is like 2 streets. And that's one thing where I'm like, I'm not trying to flex on what I've done, but I feel like this is a more realistic suburb. See what I mean? Pay no mind to what's going on back here. I need to figure this little area out still. Not just a visual mod. Exactly. I use visual mods primarily, or things like Move It a little bit. But like City Planner Plays and Infrastructuralist will like, yeah, create custom assets. All right, what are you doing with this elevation business? I know it's an invalid shape because you're being weird. Hey, stop being weird, how about? Huh? Ugh, see, yeah, then this kind of crap happened. You know, no, man, this ain't gonna work now, is it? That's just stupid. Why must you attach weird? Don't do this to me. Why you do this to me now, yes? Hey, why are you doing this to me? What is going on here? What are you up to over here? You know what I mean? Come on now. I want you to attach. It's because I used the Move It mod. That's what's happening here, folks. Oh, got it. Found it. Found the node that worked. Yeah, some suburbs are really big, especially if you're near a big city. Exactly, and I feel like Solid's gone telling he's mad. Drive-bys, guys throwing up gang signs, beats. Okay, actually, okay, this goes to your point. To the point. It would be nice, like, it's 2025, right? I'm not saying that developers are lazy, but I'm saying the thing that we haven't seen with city builders yet are things like naturally occurring neighborhoods or areas where low and high wealth are persistent. And what I mean by that is, like, you can't make an inner city that just has problems that you can't, like, that are just people-based. In this game, you make whatever you make, and then eventually the land value just keeps going up and up and up. It doesn't become crime-ridden unless you just don't, like, the second you have police there, it's like, crime's gone, everything's solved. So, yeah, it would be, it's like, well, to your point, it's like a Biff Town or something, like from Back to the Future. You want a couple of spots where you're like, that is the seedy part of town, and I could never quite figure that part of town out. It's because, like, the combination of the train running too close to it, and not enough policing in the area, or, like, the idea that you can have as much policing as you want, but some areas of your city, like, they have, like, the destitute, the people that are looking for the not good, experiences in life, whatever, like, they are going to go somewhere. They have to go somewhere. Unless you're physically removing people from your society, people that you don't necessarily want around will be there. That's the age-old problem of society, you know what I mean? This has been Sermons with Solid. Brought to you by Vampy Ragdoll. Get your sermon today. Get a nice, get preached at by a YouTuber your way. With Sermons by Solid. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want to start seeing some of that stuff. I want to see the rough side of the tracks, All right, I want people to get down here and enjoy this. So let's go level terrain tool. Let's grab, who knows what. I think that's going to be... That doesn't seem to be it. Where's level? Oh, that feels okay. Yeah, that feels good. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty steep hill, isn't it? Do the ramp tool and go here. No, set target. Isn't the right click how you set the target? Yeah. Did that work at all? It's probably too small, right? I can't see through all my beautiful trees that I planted. Oh, I see it. It's there. Brought to you by Daddy Solid. Gross. Gross. You people are gross. Just kidding. I love you. Well, I don't know if that worked. Oh, it's kind of working. Okay, here we go. This is good. Let's build the path first before we attach it. Honestly, awesome. That's great. That worked out great.
Papa down.
Baba down. 2 minutes. Final gentleman, thank you for reminding me. Well, that's what your kids call you and maybe your wife. You guys know too much about me. Okay, this isn't playing nice. There we go. Yep. Hey-oh. Nice. That looks good. Is it functional? I don't know. I thought it would be. I don't see people walking on it, but there's no full reason to walk on it just yet. What are we doing here? Oh, small emergency shelter. Okay. Yeah, there's no real reason to walk on this yet. Which I'm not sure how they convince people to use some of this stuff. See if I can't get a little path up here or something. That looks great. This is working. This will be a little dinky, but I'll take it. I guess we found out a secret with him and his wife. You leave her out of it. I tell you, you leave her out of it. Now, if I put a pier here, a medium wooden leisure pier, what does that look like? How does this... I don't know. That's fun. It's fine. It's flirty. Probably one here. A wide one. Yeah, it's like a little viewing deck. Especially because you're going to be looking... Oh, that's not downtown. Yeah, this will be downtown, so you're going to be looking out at this. We could put a pedestrian bridge across here onto this little monument. But really, what you want to do is come down here and take pictures. Cute! Stream number 2 is starting soon. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Solid. Oh, Zach's apologizing, yeah. Put brushes around the path connections to hide the sharp connection. Okay. And by brushes, you said bushes. And I know what you're talking about. In fact, I'll show everyone what it is you're talking about. Like that. And also, this. Oh, yeah. Have you considered turning on, but careful and being careful to use it wisely, tree anarchy? Well, then you could be the right person for solidcontent.com. You have to be careful, though, because sometimes you leave it on, and then tree anarchy, like you'll just place trees right through a bunch of houses as soon as you start to use it as to paint. In fact, I'm going to turn it off here. Let's go. I mean, this is nice. This was a nice detour. Let's go wrap up our little suburb area here with some tree planting. So what we want is oak, birch. Okay, guys, why is there not... I should be able to shift-click or control-click and select multiple trees to turn it into a forest brush. Why that doesn't exist yet is annoying to me. How big are these chestnut trees? And chestnut trees are all right. Let's put a couple chestnut trees in there. Yeah, just throw down a couple chestnut trees right there. People like it. People like a chestnut tree. Okay, then I want to come into here and pull this retaining wall back a little bit because it doesn't look super realistic. It's a little too thick. I like my retaining walls like I don't like my babes. Not thick. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, let's take a look here. What do we got? It's late, guys. Birch. Let's do some birch painting. Let's wrap this thing up here, and then we gotta go. The timer says starting soon. Oh no, guys! I just put it on. I looked up quickly if I could do it, but I didn't bother to ask if I should. I think it's bedtime. Yeah, I gotta go. Birches love painting. Birches love shopping. That honestly, that tickled me. We had fun. We have fun. We have fun here. Let's get that thick with trees, baby. Dude, I like this little suburby thing we built. This is nice. I'm glad I streamed. So glad I streamed. Yeah, it turns me on that I streamed. I'm so screwed. If this channel becomes bigger than you guys watching, I'm screwed. Oh, there's going to be articles. If it's just the... Oh, there's 8 of us. If it's just the 8 of us for the rest of our lives, like, are we just chilling? I think we're just chilling, bros. And broettes. There's not a lot of lady bros here, I don't think, tonight, unfortunately. We chased them all off. We've created a toxic atmosphere. Vampy, come back. We miss you. Raking all those leaves will be a birch. Okay, I like that. Actually, there's 11 people watching? Okay. There was 15 at some point. I'm getting my channel back. 15! Mr. Beast! Sorry. All right, what else am I missing here? Let's go take a look. What's an area that I like? This is so weird. Look how much... So they've made it... They've modded this now, and the wildlife management area, they like really are heavily cutting the trees down now. They didn't used to do that. It used to just be full. Oak, birch... Oh, alder. We don't have some... Oh, let's plant some alder. Make sure it's kind of all matchy-matchy with the surroundings. Turn up that brush strength. Now there's 13. We're blowing up. Channel's blowing up right now because I got to stop it. Oh, it's 11:20. I got to go to bed, guys. I know it doesn't seem late, but it is to a papa who has to go to the office tomorrow and wake up and do breakfast and stuff. Final gentleman, I forgot to like. Problem solved. Thanks for liking. And that's probably bumped you up to the number 2 top fan spot. I hate that. I despise it. Don't worry. I despise it. I don't know if it's turn-offable. We will find out. Let's go ahead and throw... I want to put some trees in here. What's a more realistic tree then, I guess? A birch. A little birchies. Let's go find some birchy poos. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, they're definitely smaller. Okay, let's put some birchy poos in here. If you trust yourself, you can... These are the moments where you can turn on tree anarchy. You just got to be careful not to start placing things right through the geometry. I mean, it doesn't really matter, though. Like, they'll just drive right through it. But, you know, if you care about your aesthetics at all. Let's do like a row or something. Let's see if we can make it look purposeful. And then maybe some bushes along this birch row. That's probably what they call this street. They call it Birch Row. A bunch of birches. Sup, birches? I like this. I'm having fun with this idea. And then there's things, it's funny because they do things like there's no forest brush, right? Okay, annoying. But then they do things like, I think this is part of the base game. Drawing lines. Or place multiple of the same tree. You're like, you guys are you're almost getting what we want. There we go. Let's add some of these trees just overlapping a little bit. It clips into the path, but it looks nice. I think that looks nice. And then we need some... Ooh, nice. They knew that I wanted a tree like that. But let's pull it off the wall so that the foliage actually comes around and interacts. There we go. That's good. Yeah, I'm going to be cranky tomorrow. Guys, I like hanging out, and I like working on this game. Yeah, see how much nicer that looks? This is what we built. What we worked on today, guys. And doesn't that look awesome? Maybe not so much in this area. Also, I turned it off. That's why there was no music. Dang it. We just find out at the end of the stream. There's the music. Sit back, y'all, and enjoy yourselves. And revel in what we built. Honestly, this part, that's a real successful looking suburb right there. Yeah, pro game. Turn on the music right at the end. Pro game moving. Take a ride on the train for the ending. Okay, actually, that's great. That's a fun idea. I do wish we got to get like a bus and take a ride through this area here. But let's grab that train. Let's head into town with it. Yeah. Perfect timing. Bustling train. Oh, little sundog, little like solar flare. Turn the camera, look out over our suburbs. I mean, guys, come on. See how much more realistic that looks to be just like just so like too many houses.
Lighthouse building that you can just...
I heard you, final gentleman. It's a little loud on the stream right now, but I heard you. I love you, and I love that idea. Sorry, the train's a bit loud. I'll back up a bit. Yeah, that's the thing. The game is so pretty. Let's go. Oh, this is all going to be downtown soon. I might have to spend some time, like, build a different save file or something and really work on that road, straighten it out a bit. Yeah, sorry about that, Greg. It was an immersive experience for me, so I was having fun watching. This is probably one of my favorite parts. We dive underground. Yeah, I feel like that chunk looks realistic. I feel like this looks realistic. don't know. I forget where the metro stop is. Where is it? There? Oh, there. There it is on the right there. And now we're in the sort of the small town. Well, right now it's the main city, but this will eventually, become the small town. Your train spooked my cat. Oh, I'm sorry. Solid owes you compensation by streaming for 30 more minutes. I kind of already did. I'll get back. Dex me and I'll make it up to you. Also, sorry for that camera move. That was no good. So now it goes through sort of this little area of town, which I think ain't too bad. It could use a little bit of TLC. Heads on down to the train station here, which is pegged for future expansion. And there's a subway stop underneath it. Yeah, I don't know. You guys give me some idea to do what to do with this area. I think what we could do is probably a pier, walk along here as well, or a quay, I mean. And then this area, this industrial area, I actually don't mind. I think it looks somewhat realistic. And then it just gets a little less realistic as I mean, this area is all good, but then it pops up into this, and this is a little too purpose-built. This feels almost like a Disney World. Sort of a city. Like, why would this one area be like that? Looks cool, though. Whoop. Thought the game crashed for a second. I'll say it looks cool, but these have gone low. I guess it's because of the level they've reached. They went a little modernized. So they don't look as, like, old school. But, like, obviously people love coming to this area. That's the problem with this little town. As much as I despise that it's, like, just sort of, like, fake looking, I'll be danged if people don't like it up here. Yeah, again, this is very European, but that's the thing. It's just like a little one European street in the city. So it's like, why did you build that? But we could call this the old city. This is the old German town that was built like a fort or something. And I just feel like it needs a little more design language, because right now it just looks underbuilt for its density and size. You know what I mean? Should build it down here. You know what I should do? Yeah, build it down here. And then make a little old pier, and then have housing around this area here, and call this Bubbles Cove. Maybe it's the European town in the city, like the lost city of Chinatown. You have Europe Town. Yeah, it's sort of Europe Town, but I think if I expand it down here, like I said, and build like a little port area here, then it will feel at least like this was the old town.
This is an emergency broadcast.
There you go. There's the tornado you wanted.
Radar readings indicate a tornado is approaching the city and will be visible soon. Citizens should seek immediate.
Look at these brave drivers. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'm so distractible. Can you guys go to the doctor's appointment that I have coming up to like tell them that I need attention deficit drugs? Folks, I loved streaming with you. I love checking in. I'm gonna go to bed now. You are all amazing people. I think it needs more gradient. A few more taller buildings next to them is just fine. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the move. So build a gradient down here, both literal and down the hill, so that'll look nice. And then, like, I did it a little bit back here, but if I stretch that gradient out a bit, I think you're right. I think that'll look nicer. But yeah, like this goes into... Like, that doesn't look right, does it?
Thanks for the great stream.
Final gentleman, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the great stream. Bumped you right up to the #2 top fan spot. I cannot wait to look how to turn that off. And of course, they've got their footy pitch. Yeah, more gradient. We'll work on it. You know what I should do is put some buildings in at level 1 and then lock them in place, because that'll keep them low and their design will be kept stuck at a certain phase. Vampy's here! Vampy, were you here the whole time? Solid needs sleep pills. I don't need sleep pills. I need stop getting hyper fixated on video games and fixate a little bit more on work pills. And then I'll actually be able to keep up with the channel probably. Final Gentleman says, "Lol, this is the only thing I'm #1 at." No, number one in my life. Oh, you've been here for 20 minutes and I've missed all your chats or something, Vampy. Oh, I see your chats. Pro gamer move. Vampy, I'm sorry. I miss you, by the way. I really do. I hope you're all right over there across the pond. I hope you're having fun watching a bit of footy. Hey? I hope you're seeing some good footy games. I gotta go. All right, guys. You're the best. Keep at it. More from the chat. Guys, stop it.
Thanks for the great stream. The final gentleman.
Actually, I'll allow it. That was a good. You gotta quote other super chats. So thank you for that super chat. It's fun. You missed when I said, "Hey, look, it's Vampy." Zach, I know the chat. Well, because 12 people watching is too much. It's too much for any human. You know, that's like those are Mr. Beast numbers. Oh, you were saying that, Vampy, that you checked your freezer and it was broken. No, I'm so sorry. It's actually 15 watching. Yeah, that's too much for me. There's too much fame. I have to retire now. But seriously, I am trying to get the channel running a bit more frequently. It's just that, yeah, thankfully I got some work, which I desperately needed. But let me tell you, December, January, February, it's dead. So I will need to stream probably. Anyway, folks, you're all the best people alive. Love you very much. That's so weird to say love you. Sorry, that's just who I am, I guess. That's where I'm at emotionally. I have 2 kids and I'm happy. So I guess what I'm saying is you get what you get and you don't get upset. Let's all try to find a doctor and give them a big kiss because they do good work keeping those kids healthy out there.
Papa down.
If you can't find a doctor,
Thanks
go
for
kiss
the
your
great
garbage
stream,
man.
Final gentleman. Istvan.
Final gentleman is fine. Thanks for the great stream, final gentleman. $5 super chat. Thank you all so much. You're all wonderful people. Bye. Bam, bam, ba, down.